It's time to talk that fake wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? There's no better way to talk about fake wrestling than to talk about real wrestling. Let's talk about AEW All Out. Let's talk about it. All
Hey
right.
man, it was fire.
Pav, I saw you live tweeting a good amount of the event,
I live tweeted 2 matches, bro.
and that's two more than I watched. So let's walk. Do you guys want to get into the meat and potatoes, or do you want to talk about the
Talk
rest of
about
the card?
it, dude. It was the longest, shortest card in history, if that makes sense for AEW. It legit was like 3 hours. It felt like 4 at times.
Yeah, I mean there was no match under 10 minutes. What the
Wow, 15 minutes is the shortest match.
8 matches, 15 minutes. I mean, yo, I don't know. I'm so like 50-50 on that. People always crying on Twitter these days about quantity versus quality. I'm so like 50-50 on it. To me, if it's good, it's good. Doesn't matter if it's long, doesn't matter if it's short or not. If you have a good time enjoying it. But you tell me, Banks, did you watch the whole show?
Absolutely. And then once
And
we
how did
start
you?
getting into the matches, I'm gonna get into my Jim Cornette impersonation.
Let's hear. All right, so Banks, pull up the screen one more time, KB. Banks, what was? I want to hear what match did you hate the most, and then you can go in and review the match that you enjoyed the most, and then Pavan will get into your same thoughts on those two.
Well, goddamn, the Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland match. In the match, they had a cinder block in the middle of the ring, and they proceed to powerbomb each other on the cinder block. Little to no selling for a cinder block. Now it's a spot with Swerve, Swivel, whatever that boy's name is. I'm sorry, not boy.
Oh my god.
Name is. And
Oh, you weren't kidding about a cinder block?
Wait, you didn't? Wait, man, you haven't watched this shit?
I didn't watch, bro. I only
Dude,
watched.
nah, you gotta watch it, bro. The main event was insane, bro. I'm sorry, Banks. Yo, man, you gotta watch this shit. That match, that show's awesome.
All right, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back at some point this week and personally put out a video reviewing the entire card. But I do want to hear what you guys thought. So they were no selling the cinder block spots.
No, he sold it for like a couple of seconds. Then it was like next spot. As you see, the staple gun is right here, and he proceeds to staple his ass. All right, and it's just a bunch of Looney Tune shit. Now, KP Kalijah, when you get to the point that I want to talk about, which is the most talked about spot, and how it's not fucking pro wrestling, right there.
That's wrestling, bro.
That ain't no fucking wrestling. That's fucking bullshit. He got cool serum put in his mouth. He would not say pause, but I will say pause in this instant. All right? Or FUBU serum. Whatever works so he can wear the fucking Looney Tune button-up shirts and Fat Albert shit. That's what he got. They didn't even say what the fuck is in the serum. What is that? Is it? Can somebody explain to me?
It's
I'm not gonna
filled
lie
with
to you.
something.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first saw the syringe, I instantly just thought of Suge Knight and Eazy-E for some reason.
Oh my god!
I was like, "What are they doing here, guys? Talking about some sensitive shit right now. What are we doing here?"
He from Seattle, so that's probably.
Oh my god!
It's a wild picture, though. Okay, like Manny, like that's a wild fucking picture.
I'm 100% gonna revisit this pay-per-view. But Banks, what was your favorite match out of this card?
Believe it or not, the fucking MJF and Daniel Bryan match was pretty good. Like it was a good card overall. I was tapped in. It's just
Garcia.
It was so. What I say?
Bryant. I was confused. I thought he like had 2 matches or something.
No. That first of all, that Bryan Danielson match versus Jack Perry should not be 27 minutes because, well, goddamn, Jack Perry only could do a match for 10 minutes, and most of the time he's walking around all of 5'2", fucking 130 pounds doing nothing. But the Daniel Garcia and MJF match was great. The Chris Statlander and Will Nightingale match was great if you like that extreme shit. I don't really like it, but it was two good women wrestling, so that was fine, and thumbtacks and all that shit.
Well, yo, Banks, quick question. Were you cool with the ending for the MJF match?
Yeah.
All right.
They actually got the booking right for this card. And I mean, I'm going all around, but with the Daniel Bryan versus and the Blackpool Combat Club thing, it's like, okay, so we kicking him out just so we can get the 20th faction in AEW because they got 20 of them. Thank God. Look, if people don't believe in God, listen to me. There is a God because fucking Chris Jericho wasn't there. I'm so goddamn sorry to seeing this fat son bitch just every week. I am the learning tree. You are the eating tree, motherfucker. Like Brian doing shit. And then the tall motherfucker that was with that jabroni Enzo. What's the dude name?
Big ass.
Big ass.
Yeah, he just sitting there.
Remember that picture?
Just tall
Big
for no
ass.
fucking reason. Just I seem to be. You just tall and not doing shit. It's like, dude, fucking go
Fucking
home.
1999 NBA fucking references over here.
No, just here. I try to think about another big man pause, but I can't think of another center. Fucking Ed Davis, dog. That's what you remind me of. Fucking Ed Davis and Jordan Hill. What are you doing? He's tall for nothing. But otherwise, no, the card was actually pretty good. It's just I don't get Tony Khan, bro. It's like the pay-per-view where it was supposed to draw you the money overseas that you just did 2 weeks ago. The card wasn't that good to me, at least. But when you get to Chicago, which is your home turf, he like fucking Jordan. When he get to Chicago, he putting up points. I don't know if he got a baby mama out there. He's trying to impress or something. But when he go to Chicago, he act a fool with the card. You do your best card. Make it make sense. Do I want to get this overseas money or I want to get this American money? And ain't no money in America. There's more money overseas.
But that's the thing. I feel like, jokes aside, it's no matter, he could fucking put a fucking dog versus a cat in the main event of Wembley. They're gonna sell probably the same amount of tickets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like realistically, the money they're gonna make is the money they're gonna make, right? Because people go as a novelty in the UK. Oh my god, we don't get pay-per-views. No, we got a pay-per-view. Let's go. Like they're gonna go regardless, right? Where Chicago, yo, they run that market so much, you kind of have to put bangers, or else people are gonna be like, yeah, I went to like 3 shows in the past like 2 years. Why the fuck would I go to this, right? So it's kind of a weird situation. To me, it's wild though how like at first when they did this last year, like, oh, a pay-per-view, and then 2 weeks later or whatever, another pay-per-view, I was like, damn, it's kind of weird. It's kind of fire though. It's kind of pretty. It keeps shit exciting though, especially if you actually stack up the card. I think the whole concept is pretty cool. Big pay-per-view in Wembley or whatever, wherever, Texas next year, and 2 weeks after another banger. It's kind of fun. It takes away that lull spot because usually after WrestleMania is over, for example, the big show, you're like, all right, bro, like what do we do for like the next like 2 months, right? He's like, nah, we're back with it, more bangers, let's go. I think it's a really cool idea.
Yeah, I mean, my thing about AEW is that I feel like it's so much that's happening.
Yeah,
to try to keep up with. Like
much.
Literally one day I see on Twitter Swerve buys his family house. He's like, oh, I just re-up, got a new deal. My boy, what's his name? Prince Nana.
That guy's hilarious, bro.
He's like, yo, here we go. He was my real estate agent and helped him buy the house. I'm sitting there, I'm like, that's how it goes.
They be selling houses, brother.
So I was shocked. That's hilarious that you just said that. But I'm like, oh wow. And then, a couple of days later, I think this is after the pay-per-view even happened. That's when I learned that Hangman Page fucking burned the house down. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, he just got it.
Yeah, but that's the point, I guess, right? Because I mean, I know what you mean. They probably could have built it like week to week, right? Like 1 week he gets the house, but I feel like the whole point was it wasn't supposed to be a big deal. It was supposed to be like, oh, he just got the house. That's for Instagram or Twitter, cool, because that's what they announced it on, right? And then the show happens. I get what you mean. To me, I just feel like it's so many. The roster is so big. There's so many fucking shows. Rampage, Collision, Dynamite, In My Ass, fucking this, that. Like, there's so much shit. It's like, wait, what did I say? But, there's so much going on. It's just like, what can you really invest in? And then okay, that's what I respect AEW, but you know what pisses me off so much? They don't let shit sink in. Nothing ever fucking sinks in. Like, they'll have a match, 2 seconds later, all right, guys, next match, Excalibur here. We're gonna fucking have this guy. We're gonna have this guy. We'll fucking 30-second promo video. Music's happening. I'm like, let me digest a little bit. Let me like soak in what just happened. That's the one thing I don't fuck with. It's just way too much rapid fire.
And that's in every aspect of that company. Whether
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
match itself, where you just got spot after spot after
Let's do a
spot.
power driver, fucking off the top rope first match. Fuck it, break a neck. Who gives a fuck? We'll figure it out. Owen Hart continue the show. We'll do it here too. Like it's fine. Like it's too much, man.
Exactly.
But hey, apparently it works though. But does
Listen,
it?
when me and the guys we went to Worlds Collide, we were sitting there. There's no promos in between the matches. It's just a spot fest match, next spot fest match, and you're sitting there and you're like, fam, I don't even know what to clap for anymore. So much just happened.
That's what happened when we went to Forbidden Door last year. We got so shit faced. We had such a great time. We're watching all these moments, matches. Omega and Ospreay was fucking crazy. But then by the time it's time for Okada and Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, it's like, I'm tired, man.
Yeah,
Tired.
and
Like,
it's a very long night too.
there's
If
only
you
so
go to
many
an event,
fucking backflip fucking this that you can have that it's kind of like, it's like, you know what? It's like every show reminds me of like WrestleMania 18 at that point. It's like you're amped, you see Rock and Hogan, and after that, you're like,
listening to the Black Announce Table.
I like your guys' style.